Welcome back to the David Pakman Show.
Welcome back to the show. Free way to support the David Pakman Show. Go to davidpakman.com and click the black Amazon banner. Do all of your shopping by bookmarking and using that link. I also want to say hi to a very special new David Pakman Show member, Lewis. I think this is a good time for that.
Why not?
Of course. Oh, is it a good time or not?
Yeah, let's do
I
it.
want to make sure because I know you get worked up.
We're on schedule.
Okay. Trish Stewart, and of course the new member announcements made possible in part by liberalbias.com. When the facts don't agree with Fox News, how do you know which one is right? You head over to liberalbias.com to get the answers. Trish Stewart, a very special new David Pakman Show member, so welcome and thank you for your support. You can become a member at davidpakman.com/membership. Did Fox News fabricate a Barack Obama quote? Yes, they did. Or did they? Yes, they did. Let's find out. There was this recent campaign speech that made headlines where President Obama supposedly said something referring to Mitt Romney. So the line was, as quoted on Fox News, and I'll have that video, "Unlike some, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth." The idea was that President Obama was referring to Mitt Romney, okay? So here's that question as asked to Mitt Romney by Steve Doocy on Fox News, one of our good friends, Steve Doocy. Let's see what the question was exactly.
Rhetoric, he had some fiery rhetoric pointed at you yesterday. He said, unlike some people, I wasn't born with the silver spoon in my mouth.
Well, you know, the president is really taking aim at anybody he can find these days.
Okay, so Steve Doocy, there we go. We know he's a hell of a guy, good journalist, of course, all that stuff. So it turns out the question was based on something President Obama just didn't say. President Obama said, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. Michelle wasn't, but somebody gave us a chance. Now, don't believe me. We have the video. Let's take a look, Lewis, now at the audio and video of the speech that supposedly was quoted. Now, the quote on Fox News is, unlike some, in other words, Mitt Romney, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. Turns out President Obama never said it. Here's the audio.
Somebody gave me an education. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. Michelle wasn't. But somebody gave us a chance.
There we go. So, any surprise here that Fox News is trying, but deliberately misconstruing this? Now the question is Steve Doocy doing this, or is a producer doing it? And Steve Doocy doesn't even have any idea. Not that it means he's any better of a journalist because he just has no idea what he's reading. Where do you think the source of this is?
I was under the impression that usually it's the person asking the question who comes up with the question and does their own writing, if you will. Yeah,
but at Fox News, I mean, you have all the executives basically saying how you're supposed to refer to stuff, usually involving GOP-sanctioned talking points.
I mean, we can't say for sure.
We shouldn't be surprised, though. I mean, Steve Doocy's the guy who just a couple of weeks ago did a story about Republican talking points against Obama, listing that one of the talking points is to talk about how Obama's responsible for high gas prices and keep reminding people, hey, high gas prices, and connecting it to Obama. And then with absolutely no hesitation, he transitioned into a story about how gas prices are affecting you negatively. That's the Steve Doocy we're talking about. So we shouldn't put any of this stuff past him. But again, Fox News, you don't have to do news to put news in the name. I warn you, this is very, very destructive for I would say children jokingly, but for everybody. This is bogus. It's destructive to the process.
Yes, and it's very hard to convince the people who watch it religiously and buy into it that that is the case. So what can you do?
Can't do too much, can you?
You can't.
There you go.